In chapter 11 of Hermann Hesse's book, which I titled The Fruits and Flowers of St. Francis, he writes about Francis as a peacemaker. He would go around saying Pace Bene or Pax et Bonum. I personally wish Hermann Hesse wrote about the most beloved story, perhaps, of St. Francis, his encounter, his incontro con il lupo di Gubbio, his encounter with the wolf of Gubbio. We are in Gubbio right now, and this right here is the location where St. Francis encountered the wolf who was terrorizing the city of Gubbio and tamed him, made a pact with him, and the wolf became a beloved member of the town of Gubbio. This is what Hermann Hesse does write about Francis as a peacemaker and arbiter. He says, since Francis's speech and example had such a calming effect, and since he had earned the trust of so many, it was decided that he would be the arbiter between opposing parties when a serious dispute arose between the poor and high nobility of Assisi. The whole city of Assisi willingly submitted to his gracious verdict, by which he reconciled the rival parties and granted special benefits to the poor. A written agreement and pact which had been drawn up between the nobility and the people was faithfully kept. In my footnote I wrote, Francis was celebrated as an arbiter between opposing peoples, and even between people and animals. According to the Fioretti, the little flowers of St. Francis, Francis made a pact between the people of this city of Gubbio, and a wolf that had been violently terrorizing the city. This wolf, portrayed right here, in the statue at the location where the encounter took place. Since the word for wolf in Italian is lupo, some have suggested that the story of Francis and the wolf of Gubbio was a poetic retelling of the conversion of a certain friar, Lupo, who had committed a terribly violent crime, undergoing a personal transformation in his meeting with the saint. However, I'm convinced we know that there were examples of wolves terrorizing cities, and we know that Francis had a special connection to animals. And so I'm quite convinced, although it might be a little pious and cutesy and quaint, I love it. I think it's a great story of Francis responding to violence with love and compassion. And I love the fact that this little church here commemorates that event. And I also love the fact that a little gatto, a little cat, greeted me as I walked out of the church, keeping alive the harmony between the people of Gubbio and animals. And if you look behind you, I think you'll see a dog. So people are still in love with their pet doggies today. And our dog is named after this city, more specifically named after this wolf. Our dog is named Gubbio. We love you, Gubbio. We'll see you soon. And we love you, St. Francis, for inspiring us with your harmony, your peace, and your love.